Good morning, everybody. Today we'll be talking about engineering graphics, in which we talk about projection of solids. Under projection of solids, we talk about projection of cylinders. Cylinders is under revolution of solids, where if any plane such as rectangle, right angle triangle, or hemisphere is rotated by 360 degrees, you will get a cylinder. Here you can see if a rectangle is rotated by 360 degrees, making one of the edge fix, you'll get a cylinder. Similarly, if you take a right angle triangle and rotate on its hypotenuse, making one of its edge fix, you'll get a cone. And if you take a hemisphere and rotate it by 360 degrees, you get a sphere. So these are the things which are coming under revolution of solids. So under that, we talk about cylinder today. So a problem definition is like this: problems on cylinders. Projection of cylinders with axis is inclined to HP and inclined to VP. Here, we are not going with respect to no beta angle. In sense, if there is a appear word in the problem, I have already told in the class, you're not supposed to take beta angle, because the top of view or the apparent top of view, which is in the fourth position, itself will be inclined at the given inclinations. So taking this problem into consideration, I have defined a problem here. A cylinder of base diameter 40 mm and axis length 60 mm is resting on its base diameter on HP. Draw projections of the cylinder when the axis is inclined. Keep in your mind, the axis is inclined at 40 degrees to HP and appears. The word here is appears to be inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Because this word appear is present in the problem, we are not supposed to take beta angle. That is the condition. Why? Because the top of view, that is which one? The apparent top of view, which is seen in the fourth position, will be inclined itself at 30 degrees. You're not taking beta angle there. So let us start the problem. As usual, we have to start with drawing XY line, VP and HP, to specify it's a first quadrant or first angle projection. Then you have to draw a circle of diameter 40 mm using a compass like this. After drawing the circle in the top of view, you have to draw diameters. Diameters around 4 diameters you need to draw, so that you can have 8 generators: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here this is 1 diameter, 2 diameter, 3 diameter, and 4 diameters. If you draw 4 diameters, then you can see there are 8 generators. We call it as generators now. We don't call it as diameter. If it is joining from one edge of one circumference to the other side of the circumference of the circle, then it is called as diameter. Now from the radius to the circumference, if you draw, there are 8 lines. From here, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they are called as generators. So minimum there should be 8 generators, maximum of 16 generators. Why we take these generators is only because when the cylinder is inclined at certain angles with respect to HP and VP, we need to draw some curve lines. To draw these curve lines, we require French curves. Minimum 3 lines are used. Minimum 3 points are used by using French curve. We can draw smooth curve lines. To get the smooth curve lines, minimum 3 points are required. So to have a very good smooth curve, we need minimum of 8 generators. So because of that reason, we have taken 8 generators here. And after taking these 8 generators, we need to name them like this, because it is a cylinder. The top face and the bottom face is a circle. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H on the top face, A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1 and H1 at the bottom of the base of the cylinder. After you have drawn this top face, you need to give the dimension as 40 diameter. Then after that, you need to locate the center of the axis. After that, you need to project the lines perpendicular to XY line. Then after that, you need to draw the base of the circle, that is a cylinder, name them, and then consider the 60 mm length of the axis of the cylinder and join this way, step by step. We need to join this way so that you can get the front view of the cylinder. I have made these generators visible because these generators in the front, that is A1, B, B1, C, C1 are visible, whereas G, G1, F, F1, E, E1 in the front view are not visible. You can see here H dash, A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash are visible here. This side of the front side of the cylinder is seen, whereas G dash, F dash, E dash, this portion is invisible. Because of that reason, we kept in the brackets. The same thing should be done at the bottom also. This is how we draw the front view of the cylinder. Keep in your mind, front side of the generators are visible, whereas back side of the generators are invisible of the cylinder. Then as usual, we need to take angle. Angle is given as 40 degrees to HP. So first you can give either to D1, D dash, D1 dash, or to O dash, O1 dash. Both are parallel. So I'm going to give for D dash and D1 dash and reconstructing this cylinder in the front view here. So first draw D dash, D1 dash, and then draw the perpendicular line D1 dash to H1 dash like this distance and this distance. After that, reconstruct step by step this way. Okay, we need to locate the points and reconstruct it. So at 40 degrees to HP, the axis is inclined. So this 40 degrees has to be given to axis inclination, not to the edge. So we are shifting it to axis inclination after you constructed the angled cylinder with respect to 40 degrees to HP, that is axis inclination. Keep in your mind. So after you have drawn this, then you need to project the projectors from the base this way and get the horizontal lines projectors for XY line from the previous circle drawn. Then after you have drawn this, locate the points. This is the way you have to locate the points. If you see this location of the points and the earlier cylinder, it is like an ellipse. It's like an ellipse. So here we need to use French curves or smooth lines to draw. So what we do is, after I'll explain after drawing this particular process also. So project the projectors from the top face and once again locate the points this way. After you have located the points, make sure that especially when you are working on the system, that is using the software, you need to make sure that this one, especially I've done spline command. You can see here spline command. Below the line command, you have got spline command to draw the curve lines. What you have to do is either you can have edge condition, that is corner condition like this. In the sense, any point here, this point, this one, I mean to say A, B, C, D, E, F, G or H, or anywhere A1, B1, C1, D1, any of these points, either they should have edge condition, that is corner condition here, sorry, corner condition, that is corner end condition, or intersection condition, intersection. In the command, you have to go for intersection command or end command. This is called as end. Two lines meeting at a point. All these points should have either this command or this command. You can follow it intersection command. So project these lines, extending the lines so that every lines will be extended and you get intersection point. If not, you need to go for end command. In the sense, this is the end command. This should be end command. I've drawn this line and this line. It's an extra line. Okay, so that I can get endpoint here. I've drawn endpoint here. This is an endpoint if I take condition. If not, I have to go for extension of lines. I have to extend these lines so that this becomes a intersection point. If this becomes intersection point, you cannot use combination of these two. Either this you can use or intersection point you can use. The commands here using spline command, especially in the solid edge, it is difficult. If you use both the commands together, in the sense like this, where I have got one end point, this is intersection point. You cannot draw spline line. It is the drawback in this software, which cannot be drawn with this spline command. So either all this endpoint should have the endpoint or intersection point. Only then you can easily draw. Okay, this is very essential. Then apply visibility rule in the top of view. That is the first visibility you have to apply. What is the first visibility rule? Join the outermost points by visible lines. So let me start with this point, F1 dash, sorry, F1, G1, H1, A1, B1. Using French curves, I can take F1, G1, H1. First three lines will be joined. How should I keep the French curve? I should make sure that this corner, and this corners are aligned in the French curve. That is how we need to take. After that, H1, G1, B1. This should be inside the French curve and these 3 points should touch the curve. Then you have to draw the curve line. Later, B1 to B, B, C, D, one curve, D, E, F, one more curve. That is how we need to draw. B, C, D, one curve, D, E, F, one curve. Using the French curve or freehand diagram. Freehand you have to draw such way that here it should not cross over the lines. You should touch the corners. That is how you have to draw with freehand curve. This corner, and this corner should touch. Similarly, this corner, and the F corner should touch. Then that is how you need to draw the smooth curve lines using pencil. It's called as freehand diagram. If not, you can use French curves. Okay. So join it so that you will get the outermost boundary of the cylinder. After you have drawn the outermost cylinder of the, after you have drawn the outermost corners with visible lines, apply second visibility rule. In the top of view, the top portion nearer to the observer is visible. So this portion is visible nearer. So let me construct the curve lines here. So I have drawn this curve line. You can see this curve line taking F, G, H, one curve, H, A, B as one more curve. 3 points. Such as how you have to draw the French curve using French curves. I'll give you the image of the French curves in the WhatsApp. Okay. Now, after this, you have to join. You have to after this, you can see this H and H1, H dash, H1 dash. This is near to the observer, so it is visible. A dash, A1 dash is also visible. J dash, J1 dash is also visible. So I'm just drawing these 3 lines, visible lines. You can see A, A1, H, H1, G, G1. These 3 are visible lines, 1, 2, and 3 lines. These 3 lines are visible, whereas other 3 lines, these lines are invisible. So we need to draw. If you observe the figure from E1 to E, E1 to E, D1 to D, C1 to C. These 3 lines are overlapped from this portion. C1 to A, from this point to H, and from this point to, that is E1 to G. These 3 are overlapped by the visible line. As per the priority of lines, first we give priority to visible line, second priority is given to hidden line, and third priority is given to axis line. So from E1 to E, when I'm drawing, I need to construct only this much, this portion, A to E, H2D and G2E. Then this line should be hidden lines, whereas from here it is not drawn. So after that, you need to draw the invisible line, this portion. This below cylinder curve is to be drawn here this way, so that I can construct the hidden semi half of the cylinder or the ellipse. Okay, so this is how we need to draw the top view. Keep in your mind, from this portion, that is E1 to E, if I'm drawing the line, I have to draw hidden visible line from E1 to G, and from G to E should be hidden line because it is visible. From G to G1 it is visible line. This is overlapping. This portion is overlapping. Because of that reason I have drawn visible line. Similarly here also, and with the A1 also. After you have drawn the hidden lines, you have to draw axis line. Here in the axis line is not visible because hidden line and visible line are overlapping the axis line. Just naming O1 is sufficient because hidden line overlaps. Hidden line is overlapped by the axis line. Sorry, visible line is overlapping the axis, hidden line, and hidden line is overlapping the axis line. Axis line is not seen. Then we need to give HP inclination, VP inclination, that is 30 degrees to VP. Draw inclination with respect to 30 degrees. Here, this axis line, O1, the top view, apparent top view. This is called as apparent top view. This apparent top view itself is inclined at 30 degrees. Okay, this itself is inclined. Earlier, if they tell axis is inclined at 40 degrees to HP and inclined at 30 degrees to VP, that's the meaning, nothing but this axis line. This line or this axis line is inclined. So we need to take beta angle here. Now, because this axis line itself is inclined at 30 degrees, you're not supposed to take beta angle. Okay, so this axis line itself is inclined. That is the meaning here. So it is called as appearing. Top of view itself or appearing. These two are the important words. So this axis line is inclined at 30 degrees. That's what they're telling. They're not talking about this axis line. They're not talking about the true value of the axis line, whereas the apparent inclination of the axis line has been spoken. So now what you have to do, you need to draw, as usual I've told you, you have to construct a rectangle, that is a box, to draw this cylinder apparent view. So construct a box this way, 1, 2, 3 and 4 points, and then reconstruct with respect to axis line. Okay, this axis line to be drawn here, and then you are constructing it. Okay, from O1 to F1, O1 to B1, similarly O to F, O to B, you need to draw it and construct this rectangle. After you construct the rectangles, draw these measurements lines everywhere here and reconstruct the cylinder. Whatever you have drawn, the apparent view here, whatever you have drawn, the same thing should be drawn at 30 degrees to VP, this way. After that, same, you need to project the projectors from the base, from the front view, so that you can get the corner points and name the points this way. Similarly, you go to the top view. From the top portion of the figure, project the projectors, and from the top view in the front position also project the projectors and get the locations of the points. After you have located the points, first location of the points is very, very essential. If by chance you make mistake in this, you may not get smooth curved lines. It may not look like an ellipse. It may look like something else other than ellipse. Understood? So drawing an ellipse is essential here, because when a circle is inclined at some particular angle, it is not circle anymore, it becomes a ellipse. That should be kept in your mind. So after you have located the points, Once again, same rule applies, especially for solid edge, where when you're drawing a spline, when you're taking a spline command, either you should have intersection command or corner command, end command. End point or the intersection point has to be considered. So keep in your mind, that is very, very important. So if you have both these things, make sure that you delete this portion only. I'm talking about, say for example, I'm talking about A dash, this point. Here, for me, this end is end point. This is the end point. If I take H, it's end point. G also end point. But when it comes to B, it should not be an end point. It's an intersection point. So that should not be the case. So it should be, all the points should be in this end point or intersection point. If you want to consider intersection points, extend these lines, extend the vertical lines also, crossing the overlapping, crossing everything, crossing all the lines this way, so that all these points will be having intersection command, intersection. Then using the spline command, you can join them. If not, corner conditions, all should be corners. This corner, this is a corner, this is the end, this is the end, this is the end. All these things are ends. That is how we need to do it. After that, we need to apply visibility rule. We need to apply visibility rule. As I told, first visibility rule is joining the outermost corners by visible lines. Let me start. Okay. So as usual, H1 dash, A1 dash, B1 dash, one curve, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, one more curve. I've drawn it. From then, I'm drawing a line from D1 dash to D dash, D dash to E dash, F dash, G dash, H dash. Okay. Then I'm crossing over the line. This is how I'll complete the outermost points. Care to be taken here, very important, care to be taken. The outermost lines when you're drawing, if the cylinder end is, sorry, the ellipse end is crossing over, you should take the outermost curve line, that is a tangent line you have to draw. You should draw the tangent line to the curve line to draw the complete outermost boundary. Okay, care to be taken, very, very essential. Care to be taken to draw the tangent lines, especially at this point, that is E dash, D dash corner, and D1 dash, E1 dash corner, A1 dash, H1 dash corner, and H dash, A dash corners. These are the four corners. Okay, these are the four corners wherein you need to take care to see that you draw the tangents to the curve lines. Only then you can complete the figure. Sometimes it may come cross over the curve line. That should not happen. That way you should take the endpoints. Okay, that's to be taken care. So tangents to be drawn at the curve lines, that should be taken care. After that, apply second visibility rule. Second visibility rule talks about applying front view. In the front view, the front portion nearer to the observer is visible. If you see, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash is nearer to the observer, this portion. Okay, this portion is near to the observer, so visible line, curve line, H dash to A dash to B dash, one curve line, B dash, C dash, D dash, one more curve line, and complete the top portion. Similarly, then after you have drawn the curve line, then join the generators this way. A dash to A dash is A to A dash is A1 dash is drawn, B dash to B1 dash is drawn, then C dash to C1 dash is drawn, D dash to D1 dash is drawn. This is how we draw the four visible generators. Then invisible generators and invisible portion of the cylinder to be drawn. So first, invisible portion of the base portion of the cylinder is drawn, that is H1 dash, G1 dash, F1 dash, this curve line, F1 dash, E1 dash, D1 dash at the other curve line using the French curves, or using freehand diagram you can draw, making sure that your curve line what you're drawing should touch the corners like this. all these corners should be touched. Okay, after that, here also you can see G dash, G1 dash is overlapped by B dash and B1 dash. This line till here. After that, it's not overlapped. So I'm not specifically drawing those lines. You can see I am specifically drawing clearly here. If by chance any of these lines here, if you see this top view, the fourth portion of the top view, they have been overlapped. Here, this line may be overlapping. Okay, so that is how you need to draw the curved lines. You should take utmost care while joining the hidden lines and the visible lines. Okay, join correctly and don't draw from this point to that line. You should take care comfortably to see that you're drawing vertical lines or all straight lines. You should be in a position to analyze whether whatever you're drawing is correct or not. And finally, you can make sure that you're drawing the axis line. Okay. Make sure that this has been drawn, axis line should be drawn. If you see, apart from the sixth position, anywhere you cannot see axis line, either in the first position, second position, third position, fourth position, or fifth position. In all these 5 positions, axis line is not seen. Why? Because here in the first position, B1 dash is overlapping the O1. So here also in the front view, it is not seen. So only O1 dash and O dash are both hidden, that is in brackets. Here also the same thing. Here also, because H1, D1, H, D, these points are in the straight line. Because of that reason, I'm not able to see axis line. So I've not shown. Same thing here also. But in the sixth portion, no lines, either visible line or hidden line, are overlapping the axis line. So I have to make sure that I have to construct this axis line also. So this is how we take care while drawing the cylinders. Keep in your mind, whenever you're drawing cylinders, generators are drawn to locate the points to get smooth curved lines, especially when you're drawing the ellipse part of the figures. In all these figures, when you're drawing the ellipse part of the figures, you need to draw smooth curve. So minimum 3 corners are required to draw with the French curve, the curves. So minimum 8 generators are required, maximum of 16. Don't go for 4. 4 is not acceptable. It should be minimum 8 generators, maximum 16 generators. If you get 16 generators, it is more precise, more beautiful curves you can draw than the 8 generators. So generators should be shown visible lines and invisible lines. Make sure that invisible lines are shown clearly and visible lines are shown clearly. If it is overlapping, then don't show as per the lines of priority. First priority is given to visible line, second priority is given to hidden line, and the third priority is given to axis line. That to be taken care very, very importantly. Then wherever it is visible, we can saw visible lines, hidden lines, and axis lines in the final curve. So this is how we need to solve the problem of the cylinders. Same way it is applicable for pyramids also. What is the major difference is, in the pyramids, these generators are visible in the top of view. In the first figure, this first figure is seen, right? The first portion, what you draw, these generators are not visible in the cylinder. You can see all are just projected lines. Whereas in pyramids, we make sure that these corner lines, these generators lines are visible lines. Okay, using pattern in the solid edge command, you can use with the circular angular pattern command, and you can generate this lines. Okay, this line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. O, B, OA, OH, OG, OF, OE, OD, and OC. All these lines to be drawn with visible lines. Then why we draw visible lines? Because it's a pyramid here in the front view, pyramid. So only O1 will be seen here, and drawing the triangle portion of this. So top portion is not available in the pyramids. So because of that reason, we are drawing the visible lines in the generators. then you can apply the same principle for the cylinders, pyramids also. So I request you people to practice same problem with respect to pyramid also. Same base angle, base edge of base diameter of 40 mm, height of 60 mm, axis length with pyramid condition. If you practice it, you will understand. Okay, so that is how I'm completing two problems in one problem itself. Two problems in one solved problem. Cylinder I've explained. You need to draw the same thing with pyramids. I've told you to draw the pyramids. So draw one circle and join the generators. When you draw generators, it becomes a pyramid. Without these generators visible, that is cylinder. With generators, visible lines, it is becomes a pyramid. Okay. So this is how we complete the problem. Thank you.